What are the challenges of an MSLT sleep lab stay? Imagine trying to catch some sleep in a room full of sensors and bright lights, all while someone watches your every move. That's what a sleep lab stay for a multiple sleep latency test involves. This test is used to see how quickly you fall asleep during the day and, if you enter REM sleep, which helps diagnose sleep disorders like narcolepsy. But it's not always smooth sailing. One big challenge is that you need to do an overnight sleep study first. This is called a polysomnography, and it makes sure your sleep issues aren't caused by something else like sleep apnea. Having to do two separate tests in a row can be tiring and tricky to schedule. For people with sleep apnea, the situation gets more complicated. If your sleep apnea isn't well treated, it can mess up the MSLT results. Severe and treated sleep apnea can cause you to fall asleep faster and even enter REM sleep during the day, which might look like narcolepsy. That's why it's important to use your positive airway pressure therapy regularly for at least 4 to 6 hours before the test. The actual MSLT involves 5 naps spaced to hours apart, each lasting up to 20 minutes. Sitting through these naps can be exhausting and sometimes stressful. You're expected to try to fall asleep in a quiet, unfamiliar room with sensors attached to your head, face, and chin. These sensors monitor your brain activity, eye movements, and muscle tone. Sometimes, the sensors can be uncomfortable or make it harder to relax, which affects how quickly you fall asleep. The environment itself can be a challenge. Even though the sleep lab is quiet and controlled, some people find it hard to sleep in a strange place. The unfamiliar surroundings and the sensors can cause anxiety or discomfort, making it harder to get a good sleep during the scheduled naps. Interpreting the results can also be tricky, especially if you have sleep apnea. Doctors need to figure out if your daytime sleepiness is due to untreated sleep apnea or a separate disorder like narcolepsy. This means looking at your sleep study results carefully and considering your treatment history. If your sleep apnea is well managed, but you still feel sleepy during the day, the MSLT can help identify other causes. Preparing for the test adds another layer of challenge. You need to avoid caffeine and certain medications beforehand and stick to a regular sleep schedule. For those with sleep apnea, making sure you use your therapy devices correctly and get enough sleep overnight is essential. All these factors, scheduling, environment, comfort, and proper preparation, make the MSLT sleep lab stay a complex process. It requires cooperation, patience, and careful planning to get accurate results and a clear picture of your sleep health.